Day 15, May 15, Team 15, SDG 15, live online. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all of you as suitable to your time zone. Hearty welcome to the chief guests, global youth icons, world leaders, peacemakers, dignitaries, and special participants on this wonderful evening for a spectacular session on United Nations Sustainability Development Goal number 15, that is life on land. We are at the exciting phase of the World Peace Summit 2022 as we stand on the 15th day of such a mighty event that has brought together global experts across the world that closely work on the SDG goals, and their voice matter the most. Yes, SDG Goal 15 is all about protecting, restoring, and promoting sustainable use of terrestrial ecosystems, sustainably managing forests, combating desertification, halting and reversing land degradation, and halting biodiversity loss. I now invite Dr. Rajarao Pagidapalli, Chairman of Vishwa Humanity United International Royal Council, founder of Telangana Kala Parikshit, global leader, peacemaker, and a humanitarian, to light up this part of the World Peace Summit 2022. Over to you, sir. Thank you. Through that every word that you said, we are creating history without us knowing about it. So, on that note, I call upon Dr. Vijay Carolyn, Managing Director of Vishwa Humanity United International Royal Council, Chairman of Life Foundation, Global Leader, Peacemaker, a humanitarian, and a change maker. Please let us know your agenda of this World Peace Summit 2022 of Royal Council as well as Life Foundation and Telangana Kala Parikshit. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you very much, Anitaraj. Thank you. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, all the dignitaries, and especially our keynote speakers are all future generation. So I'm very much delighted to see them, excited. I want to hear them. I want to learn from them. So it is really a great platform today as we invited all the eminent speakers who are of very young age. So a delighted one. So thank you very much for inviting me. I'm Dr. Vijay Kalin, Managing Director of Vishwa Humanity United International Royal Council. Under the organization, we have two sister organizations. One is the Telangana Kala Parishad, the other one is the Life Foundation. Vishwa Humanity United International Royal Council mainly concentrates on peace and also flourishment and focus on sustainable development goals 1 to 17 and see that every goal will be implemented at our level. And it will be, as UN has, UN want to accomplish by 2030, and we all also strive hard to attain by that time, though COVID has made us to move back almost 10 years back. So we have to march ahead with great unity. So that's what the Vishwa Humanity United International Royal Council is doing. Uniting all the eminent personality globally. And here the Telangana Kala Parishad, which is the sister organization of Vishwa Humanity United International Royal Council, focus on weaker sections, farmers, and cultural exchange. and it has shown solidarity to the farmers during the uh, tribulation period, and also brought to the notice of the government. And Dr. Raja Rao, who is leading the Telangana Kala Parishad, is mainly taken a lot of pains and seen that their problems have been solved by the support of the government. So it is solved during the pandemic. And also he has seen that cultural exchange is very important, and he has taken up so many physical activities and programs. So that also reached to the government of India, and Rajarao, the government of India appreciated, the different state chief ministers appreciated him for the activities he's taking up for the harmony and peace through the cultural exchange. And also he has concentrated on the migrant workers during pandemic. He supported the migrant workers, and in this way, every wherever we find any problem, so every problem has taken into consideration, and Telangana Kala Parishad Life Foundation moved to that place and seen that it is solved at our level. And the Life Foundation focus mainly on the vulnerable population, that is a population under below poverty line. And we have set up education centers and tailoring centers to empower them to impart good education and transform them into good citizens. So we have taken up many counseling sessions for their welfare and flourishment of the family, and also support the poor servant maids. In this way, wherever we are required there, we are moving ahead, and seeing that their problems are solved. So thank you very much for giving this opportunity.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Every time you speak, we see a lot of conviction, love, and passion in whatever this organization is doing. On that note, let's move on. Goal 15 calls for urgent action to halt the degradation of natural habitats, to end the poaching and trafficking of animals, and to integrate ecosystem and biodiversity values into local planning and development processes. Stay tuned to watch a massive speaker profile on board, the powerful global youth icons to share their observation and recommendation on SDG 15. With exuberance, I now invite our first guest, Professor Rachana Chakraborty, educationist and social activist. Over to you, ma'am. We are excited.
Thank you so much, Anita Raj. It was wonderful listening to our guest, that is the organizers of the committee. And they have really created an example for everyone. They are the one who are the torch bearers, actually. And throughout this 15 days, I think we had listened to the delegates who had gathered across the globe, and their solutions to each and every problems, which was a real understanding. Today, goal number 15, we can see all the youth icon in our platform. So that is really very, very interesting. And I really am excited to know and listen to them, what exactly they have been doing. But before that, I would love to share my views about the most important SDG goal, that is life on land. So life on land already is a very important topic, as we all know that all the goals are related, interconnected to each other. One goal cannot do without the other. So this has been given a top priority, that all the goals are selected in such a way that by 2030, the world will be totally a better place to live in. The loss which we had suffered due to the pandemic globally will be incubated, and we will have a totally pleasant world to live in. To inhale the oxygen, to inhale the air around, so we all need to do something to protect this environment. So being an educator too, I myself, I feel that it is the youth whom we should train first, who will be the torch bearers for the future generation. If you think about today, if I think about just now, the present, we need to give a guiding hand to the younger generation. We need to show them what exactly they should be doing with the nature rather than asking them to exploit it. If they are using the nature, they need to find out a solution for it at the earliest. We know that the world is a home to the countless life forms, from the giants. I would request to keep the mics on mute so that we all can listen to each other. Yeah, thank you so much. So the world is really a home to the countless life forms, from the giant sakura trees of California to the humble bumblebees. And it is important that we protect their diverse ecosystem so that the future generation can benefit from their natural gifts, just like us. We know that life has thrived on Earth for millions of years because in a healthy and diverse ecosystem, all different kinds of living things can take care of each other. Trees strive to grow tall so that they have the best chance of soaking up the sun's rays. And insects seek the shelter within their trunks of the trees where they can raise their young ones safely. And animals like squirrels can rely on the trees for the food. But the ecosystem can easily be disrupted. Just imagine one single tree, which is the home for so many insects, so many birds. If it is demolished by a furniture company, then what will be the plight of all this series of birds, insects, the animals which are dependent on these trees? We want the furniture company also to develop. We are not against it, but we need to find out a solution. So what is that solution is the prime important right now. We need to find out to protect, restore, and promote the sustainable use of the terrestrial ecosystem. And henceforth comes in as an educator, me, myself, for the last 26 years, I have been encouraging and motivating the students to go green. So it is very important that if we can understand the importance of greenery around, if we can at least install this quality of encouraging a student or a child or anyone in your house nearby area that we should not carry a plastic bag which cannot be reused again. If we ask them that they should and show them the importance, it is not just asking or taking banner and moving around. We need to show them what exactly happens, which I was doing in my lessons. So through my lessons, my students understood very well that what exactly can be done, what harm we are causing if we use a polythene bag in the school, if we use a plastic bottle, if we carry a plastic water bottle to school. So based on that, I tried in some way or the other to put in this, cultivate this instinct on my students, trying to motivate them in some way or the other. So this is what we all have to do. I had also encouraged, there was one more motivational work which I do with my students is that during the mango season, the mango seeds are collected in a pot which we have in our classrooms. So every students are asked that if you have a mango at home, you need to carry that seed. And these seeds, we are giving it to an evangelist, the eco-nurturist of our school. And they take it and we go and plant it outside. So every year, our school has been encouraging and motivating to plant trees, including my friends in my friend circle here in Assam too, in Tejpur. We have been seeing that regularly there has been tree plantation. And if we cannot reach out to that tree to water that tree in time, we install that drip water fall in that tree, so that if by chance I'm not able to reach that tree to water it, the tree should not go without water. So with that drip irrigation, the water falls continuously on the trees and the land is made softened and the tree and the sapling does not die. So this way, these are just small, pretty very small steps which we all can install and regularize the life on this earth. A flourishing life on land is the foundation of a life on this planet. And we all are a part of the planet's ecosystem. And we have caused real damage to it up till now. We all know it. We have to accept it. See, the first thing is very important, that we all need to accept that, yes, we have done a serious damage to Mother Earth through deforestation, loss of natural habitats, and land degradation. So promoting a sustainable use of our ecosystem and preserving the biodiversity is not a cause. It is the key of our own survival. If we need to survive, we need to do this. We need to target, the main target points right now is to end deforestation and restore the degraded forest. Second target point, which we can also have it, is that ensure the conservation of the mountain ecosystem. So this is now today when we are traveling, I remember when last week when we were traveling towards Shimla, Manali, the land, the hills, it was completely brown in color. There were just sparks of green here and there. Why? Why do we want to cut down the greenery? Is it only that development is possible by cutting down greenery? Isn't it the right time to ask to ourselves that, can there be a better solution? Of course there is. Of course there is a better solution rather than taking away the green from the earth. So the life on land will survive only if we keep the greenery, only if we keep the sand, only if we keep nature alive. If you want to breathe the oxygen, you need to grow and take care of your oxygen. Every year, if you can plant a tree, if not many trees like us, as teachers, as motivators, we encourage people that every year they should plant at least 500 trees in a year. Minimum 500 trees should be planted by every single individual. So if we can do that, we can protect the biodiversity and the natural habitats. It is really, really urgent to take and reduce the degradation of the natural habitats. As we know that the tree is the house of so many animals. And the tree is also the prime factor of making or stopping the floods. If we cut away the trees, the roots which have been taking the land in its context will let loose the land, and as a result, the water will brush off the whole land and no land will be remain. So if we want the land in our habitat, and if we want that, we need to produce more from this land, we really need to work on it. So, my dear friends, we all need to protect our greenery around. Because if land is not there, where can we bring the skyscrapers on? So first prime importance is to save the land, not by cutting and chopping off the trees, which is constantly protecting this land, making it a proper place for every living beings to survive. So this 15th global goal is to protect life on land and ensure that biodiversity and conservation. While reaching out, this goal includes, overcoming numerous challenges. The global community can still achieve the goal out of it until 1930. It is difficult, but not that difficult too. So these young brains who are working today, we will be hearing from them too. So these younger minds, they will take a call. They should take a complete resolution that they will not cut the trees. They will play with the trees and they will make many more friends. Not only they, and we as educators, we as teachers, teacher trainers, we need to ensure that our life on earth is protected, which can be done by increasing the growth of trees and no deforestation anywhere. So it is very important that we can create this clean and healthy future for everyone and everything. Only if we love the animals, only if we love the insects, if you feel that you're frightened of a cockroach, if you feel that you're frightened of a spider and you want to kill it off at an instant, then the degradation starts. So, my dear friends, we need to survive together. I'm not telling you live in a house filled with insects. Give them the proper place to live in, the trees. If you cut off the trees, where will they go? They will enter and purge into your rooms, into your bedrooms. So do not cut the trees. Try to save them. Make each one of them your friends. And if you can do that, as we had started in our school, by collecting the seeds, whatever seeds they eat at home every day, maybe a pumpkin, maybe it may be, the watermelon right now in the heat, watermelon seeds are so many. So we ask the children to collect those seeds, come and put it in a bin, which we had kept it in our school. And in that bin, they drop those seeds. Our team members, they try to segregate it and we take it to a nearby land and we start planting. Every year, near the houses, near the villages, we go to several places with the help of the municipality, local area municipality people, we start planting these plants. As a result, we have so many greenery which has been spreaded out. So on that note, without taking much time, because I know the younger minds are waiting today to share their thoughts. So I am totally interested to listen to their thoughts too. So thank you so much, Rajarao, sir, to invite me on this platform. This platform is really mine platform, as I feel so much attached to it, because we have so much of knowledge sharing, so much of learning, and so much of takeaways every day. On the 15th day too, I think I can write a book about what we have heard and listened to all the delegates across the globe. And of course, thank you, Carolyn ma'am, for always supporting and your step forward, which you have already started, the march forward is really motivating and inspiring many, many of them. Thank you so much for providing me this platform. I'm really honored. I hope I didn't take much of your time. Thank you, Anita. I just hope I didn't take your much time and I was able to finish it in time.
Thank you, madam. Yes, thank you so much for sharing your valuable and insightful solutions, small steps, especially the world. Definitely people like you and here, many change makers are here, and by their joint effort, mass effort, by 2030, definitely world will be a better place. And yes, madam, as you said about the all life do exist, means the big giant tree and small bee. Yes, madam, this is the world of all lives, and definitely tree are the main reason to stop the flood also. And I want to thank you again for for sharing three insightful solutions which you are doing already, especially that go green initiative, and no plastic, not bottle, not bag. That is really commendable, and that mango plantation is really, that's really doable thing you are doing. And I strongly believe that slowly, but people will do this kind of, innovative and solution oriented things. And definitely this world will be a better place. Thank you so much, madam. Thank you so much. And now it's time for our next another chief guest speaker. She is from Pune. She is from Savitribai Phule University, Pune. She is an assistant professor. So without any delay, I would like to invite Honorable Excellency Dr. Sheetal Randhir, Madam.
Thank you very much, sir. Am I audible?
Yes, Madam, loud and clear.
Yeah. Honorable Dais, respected all the dignitaries, and my dear children, today we have gathered here for the very important topic, that is SDG 15. Chakrabarti ma'am has already given the very much important information regarding today's seminar. And first of all, before starting seminar, before starting my PPT, I just want to share 2-3 things. That as I am a professor, as well as I am a president of UN Welfare Foundation, California. And another thing is that I am a 7 world record holder on the same topic of sustainable development. Here, I would like to thank my best friend from the Croatia, Dr. Nada Rodriguez, and Dr. Sefali for giving me chance to present my topic here, because after studying years and years on the same topic, I came to know SDG 15 is very much important goal, which we have to fulfill for our future, for our generation. And one more thing I would like to mention, my sincere gratitude towards the conference, because for the today's audience are youth. So without wasting time, I'll go through my PPT. Please kindly allow me to share my screen. Okay, is it visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
ma'am, it's visible.
So, so I'll start with my PPT. Sustainable Development Goal 15 and global strategies with the reference to the India. So today youth is there. So I'll just go through a few concepts what is sustainable development, which we have been listening from last 15 days. So do you mean to say sustainable development means we have to change this picture? Do you mean that we have to change this picture also? If we will change this picture, if everything will be good, then it will be sustainable development. In another picture, last man is standing on the earth, and only one tree is there, and he is taking oxygen. Do you mean to say this is sustainable development? In the another 2 pictures, we can see the green scene, and everything is happily. So sustainable development is focusing on the sustainable social development, sustainable environment, and sustainable economic development. So children, for you, I would like to mention these few things. Why we need sustainable development? 1 million species on the track of extinction, or exploitations of the natural resources, the decline of more than 60% of the world's marine fishes. Food production needs to be doubled over the next 40 years, and time when almost 23% of the world's agriculture land was being degraded. Nearly 2/3 of the world's population will be living in a water-scarce, water-stressed areas by 2025. If you see the climate change, increase in the atmospheric temperature and extreme weather events, rising sea levels, then extinction threat to small island nations due to climate change. So we need environmental sustainability. It prevents nature from being used as an exhaustible source of resources and ensures its protection and rational use aspects such as environmental conservation, investment in a renewable energy, saving water, supporting sustainable mobility, and innovation in sustainable construction and architecture contribute to achieving the entire environmental sustainability on a several fronts. So this is the 17 sustainable development goals. So if you see this picture, no water, no life, save the trees, save the earth. Now, today we are going to focus on the sustainable development goal 15. It is about life on land. This sustainable development goal is actually focused on the protect, restore, and promote sustainable use of terrestrial ecosystem, sustainably manage forest, combat desertification, and halt and reverse land degradation and halt biodiversity loss. So my dear children and my dear friends, the goal has 12 targets to be achieved by 2030. Progress towards the target will be measured by the 14 indicators. Let's just go through these targets. In SDG 15, we have to see first, conserve and restore the terrestrial and the freshwater ecosystem. Then we have to end the deforestation and restore degraded forest. We need to focus on the end desertification and restore degraded land. We have to ensure conservation of mountain ecosystems, protect biodiversity and natural habitats, protect access to the genetic resources and fair sharing of the benefits. We have to eliminate the poaching and trafficking of protecting species, prevent invasive alien species on the land and in water ecosystem, integrate ecosystem and biodiversity in a governmental planning, increase financial resources to conserve and sustainably use ecosystem and biodiversity. And very important thing, that is, we need to focus on the finance and incentives for the sustainable forest management and combat global poaching and trafficking. So my study objective, this research paper objective is to study the SDG 15, to study the global mechanism to achieve SDG 15, to study Indian mechanism to achieve SDG 15, and to study the challenges and suggest the measures. The statement of the problem is SDG 15 has neglected by many countries, and the progress made is in a danger of being a reverse through worsening social inequalities and the potentially irreversible decline in the natural environment that sustain us. Now, let's see what is the global issues. Inequitable growth of national economy, loss of biodiversity, climate changes, tackling climate changes, and fostering sustainable development are two manually reinforcing issues. Intellectually properties, there is need of welfare to all rich and poor to have affordable access. Challenges for the India. To make the process of sustainable development feasible and operational, it is important to establish a common focus that can integrate the outlook and efforts of various participants in a development worldwide and releasing the diversity in terms of geography, society, economics level of science and the technology capabilities and capacities and education standard levels. Developed countries need to change their production and consumption pattern, including by limiting the use of fossil fuel and plastics, and encourage public and private investment that align with the SDGs. Environmental commons such as the atmosphere, rainforest, and ocean must be safeguarded as crucial source of the ecosystem services and natural resources. All stakeholders must work together to conserve, restore, and sustainably use natural resources. The food system must undergo widespread change to the infrastructure, cultural and societal norms and policies that are supporting the current unsustainable status quo. The much deeper, faster, and more ambitious response is needed to unleash the social and economic transformation needed to achieve our 2030 goals. A far more optimistic future is still attainable only by drastically changing development policy, incentives, and the actions. Now, let's come to conclusion. India is a country with the second largest population in the world. The step taken by the India for the achievement of SDGs matters a lot to the world. If India succeed in attaining SDGs, it would mean a larger section of the world has achieved it. Therefore, it is imperative for India to develop effective method for implementing, monitoring, and measuring the progress of SDGs. The biggest challenge for India seems to be development of suitable indicators. This can be handled by developing an India Index of Sustainable Development, by taking the Ibrahim Index as a base ethical clear. We need to have continued review mechanism. The cluster efforts must be taken. The challenges of financing SDGs can be resolved to some extent by strengthening the existing academic and infrastructure in the nation. India is a regional hub for higher education and boasts itself for being the hometown of several renowned institutions such as IIT and IIM. The institutions have well-developed infrastructure for research. These resources can be pooled and effectively utilized in designing, developing, and the measuring indicators meant for sustainable development. My dear students, as I mentioned before, that one of my sustainable development model is awarded by world record, 7 world record. And here also I tried to give some suggestion through my model. If you really want to achieve our sustainable development goal target by sitting at our country, we need to have, we need to follow some model, some the cluster protocols to achieve the target together. We have to take a global efforts. So here is my model. According to the suggested model, to achieve this SD, we need to formulate formulation of the strategy and formulation of review committee, which will check again and again the success of achievement. Then we must have worldwide collection of research data about sustainable development. We must have, every country must have direct linkage with UN NGOs, local NGOs, slum NGOs, who are under the bottom of the pyramid. I mean to say, there must be a direct linkage between UN, local NGOs, slum NGOs, poor, and the people who are staying under the bottom of the pyramid. Then there must be more research on the SDGs. There must be awareness program through the school, colleges, and government, interlinkages and collaboration of all NGOs in the world, awareness program through the school, colleges, government, and NGOs regarding the completion of the target. Then publish the best model to achieve the SDGs, publish the successful strategies and models which is adopted by the countries, other countries, motivate to implement others, motivate the other country also to use the successful model of the countries who have followed, who have adopted this model. Then formulation of the world's teacher, researchers, organization who will give suggestions and contribution through the research to achieve our sustainable development goals. Then there must be organized and continue world conferences on the same topic. Like now we are attending this conference from last 15 days. Then development of fast overview mechanism at all level. There must be the fast overview mechanism at all level. We must not stop by taking just a conferences, by writing just a research. But at a national level, at an international level, there must be a fast review mechanism and develop educators forum to review this development, this sustainable development goals. So Chakravarti ma'am has already thrown light on the very important concept that how we'll start from the first step. And I end my research through how we will work together worldwide on international level. And yes, we can achieve our target by staying at bottom of the pyramid also. My dear students, one of the famous authors said, George Washington, start where you are with what you have, make something of it, never be satisfied. I know 2030 is away from us, but if we will start with you all children's right now, then we can achieve our target very soon. So once again, I would thanks to our dignitaries and organizers for giving me such a wonderful opportunities to present my paper. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Sheetal. That was amazing. Be it Rachna ma'am or Dr. Sheetal. What a powerful way to tell us what we need to do. This is the time for us to act. So every small measure that you're giving is super meaningful to the people that are watching this. If they even adopt one tip that you're giving, it's going to be really working well for us. So on that note, you also covered the models. You defined the statements. You spoke about the targets, the sub-targets of SDG Goal 15. So how each of this would work, knowing the problem, defining the problem statement, knowing the problem well is problem half resolved. So this is the time for us to take all the key inputs that our chief guests and the keynote speakers are giving and are going to give. And on that note, I move on to our next special guest, a youth icon, Manat Pankul Adneja, youngest speaker champion. With great honor, I'd like to invite our special guest, Manat, to share her thoughts on Sustainability Development Goal 15. It's a pleasure to have you with us, and we are all ears to you, Manat. Manat, if you're speaking, you're on mute. Looks like there's a connectivity issue. I will call the next guest and Manat can go over next. So let me call upon Ryan Syed, who's a youth influencer. So the powerful speakers that are there, I'm super excited than any other day of the goals, because these kids, instead of just playing, okay, at this hour, enjoying their time, thinking about the world, thinking about world peace and what they can contribute to the society is really inspiring. So Ryan Syed, over to you.
Thank you, ma'am. Respected everyone and my dear friends, a very, very fresh evening to all of you. Myself, Ryan Syed. I am the Youth Ambassador of International Institute of Influencers, as well as a 16-year-old teenager. And of today, we all are gathered here for the Sustainable Development Goal number 15, that is about land. But before we are diving into that topic, I would like to start by giving a short message to the upcoming future generations. Yes, so dear future generations, we are extremely sorry from our bottom of our heart. Sorry that we were too caught up in our own doings to do something. Sorry we listened to people who made excuses to do nothing. We just didn't realize how special our earth was. You might be knowing about the Amazon desert, isn't it? Well, believe it or not, it was once called the Amazon rainforest, where there were billions of trees and awesome. Oh, wait a second. You don't know about trees, isn't it? Trees are amazing. We literally breathe air, they store and purify water, they give food, They give medicines that cure our diseases. But, oh no, how do I say that? I'm really sorry to tell you, we have destroyed these precious things, burnt them down, cut them down at a rate of 40 football fields every minute. That's about 50% of all trees in the world gone in the last 100 years. Why? Because of money, because of this. Yes, I'm sorry that we put profit above people, greed above need, the rule of gold above golden rule. I am sorry, future generations. We doomed you and we couldn't find another planet for living. My dear friends, chuck it. I am not sorry. Because an error does not become a mistake until you refuse to correct it. Yes, we can redirect all of this, my dear friends. Let me ask you a simple question. Does anyone know what was the real cause of extinction of dinosaurs from our planet? Anyone? Anyone would like to answer?
Can
What
I?
was the real cause for? Yes.
Asteroids, a giant
Yes,
asteroid.
exactly. Correct. It was a meteor or an asteroid. And that asteroid hit the Earth and completely evaded the dinosaurs' extinction, isn't it? Yes, a giant meteor. At least they have a reason for extinction. But what about us? We are not extinct, but we are driving ourselves extinct by devastating the nature, heading for a climate disaster. We are literally paying demise for our entire human race. Please, my dear friends, don't choose extinction. We need to realize that we are not apart from nature, but we are a part, not a part of nature. Because whatever many people are fighting for, like racism, poverty, discrimination, feminism, or any other type of equality, won't matter at all. But if we don't all work together to save our environment, we will all get the equality of extinction, equally extinct, my dear friends. Fun fact, do you know our planet Earth is 4.5 billion years old? Mankind is about 1,40,000 years old. Now, here's the catch. If you condense or if you like shorten the Earth's lifespan into 24 hours, that is one full day, you won't believe we have been on this planet for about, drum roll everyone, any guess? It is literally 3 seconds. Yes, you heard it right. Just 3 seconds. And look what we have done: global warming, deforestation, land degradation, pollution, etc. So let me ask you all, what is the scientific name for human beings? Anyone? Come on, anyone knows what is the scientific name of human beings? Yes, exactly.
Homo
It is.
Homo sapiens.
Yes, thank you, everyone. So it's Homo sapiens. And you know, its real meaning is wise man. But is man really wise? Oh, yes, he's smart, of course. It's good to be smart, but not too smart for your own good, isn't it? Now, there is a zoo in Alaska, Zambia, okay? And there's a cage where the notice reads the world's most dangerous animal. So many are, of course, fascinated about this concept. And they want to take a look inside the cage. But you won't believe inside the cage, there is no animal but a mirror where you see yourself. My dear friends, man is the only dangerous animal to make our life supporting planet just lifeless, to decay, even for the innocent animals that with whom we share the planet. It's not only us renting the planet, perhaps these tiny creatures too, but we misuse their existence for our benefit. So shameful. We all know Newton's third law of motion, isn't it? Every action has an equal and opposite reaction. And we can even say that when force is applied on something, the exact force, we will get it back, but negative and opposite in direction. That is, F1 is equal to minus F2. Okay, I don't want to go into physics and all. But similarly, our force on the earth will return back to us, this time negative in magnitude. And so we have seen the examples of the negative force, such as corona pandemic, Spanish flu, and many historical pandemics. Guys, I would like to ask you, what is your definition of a great country? Come on, anyone, just give mild thoughts about it. What is your definition about a great country? Guys, anyone? Anyone? Okay, no worries.
No one goes hungry on to bed.
Yes?
A country
Okay, it's
in
okay.
which no one goes hungry to bed.
Wow. Where no one goes hungry. That's pretty insane, you know. But mostly everyone around the globe, around India, everyone is being extinct due to starvation and all. But a very good approach towards your perspective. But let me tell you what is my definition for a great country. But I would not like to go into a detailed definition. But in simple words, a great country is not where poor people have cars. It is where rich people use public transportation. Now, this is what we call sustainable development, my dear friends. If rich people used public transportation, it would save the environment from pollution. We need to sustain this nature for our coming generations. I have always loved this saying. We have not inherited this earth from our forefathers. We have borrowed it from our children. What does this mean? This is true. We have borrowed it from our children, continuously exploiting it. That is what they get it. Isn't this such an hypocrisy, my dear friends? What's stopping you from saving the environment? What's stopping you to spread education about global warming, pollution, deforestation, etc.? What's stopping you from preserving our fellow innocent animals and creatures? After many decades, we all would eventually die, leaving behind the next generation to face the consequences of what we created. Just imagine how ashameful we are. But then I don't want to be the cliche person to talk about saving Earth and protecting environment, blah, blah, blah. We have been procrastinating to such an extent that conditions are worse now. We are just unaware of it. My dear friends, the creation of the Earth was just like downloading an app from your phones, iPhone or Samsung, whatever. It took a lot of time, isn't it? When you click the install button, 5% downloaded, then 25%, then 35, 60, 70, 85, 94, 100%. Then what? Then it's done. But when you delete the app, it just takes 2 to 3 seconds. Similarly, deleting life on Earth would just take moments, isn't it? It would just take a snap. But think about why did the Earth initially download life? For us to just delete the biodiversity, ecosystems, etc. My dear friends, we need to spread education about conserving the environment, the ecosystems that has been gifted, that has been blessed upon us. The chairman of DuPont, Mr. Edgar S. Bullard, who 5 years ago was appointed to be the CEO of the company. But my dear friends, you won't believe he renamed CEO, Chief Executive Officer, as Chief Environmental Officer. And he said, our continued existence as a leading manufacturer requires that we should excel in environmental performance. Wow. So he has been the CEO, Chief Environmental Officer of his company. Why don't we be the CEOs of our planet Earth and let's conserve it, let's live it up to the fullest. And remember, we all are the children of our inheritance, of our forefathers, and of our children as well, because we are borrowing it from them. And by this, I would like to conclude by singing a song. We are the world. And we are the children. We are the ones to make a better day, and let's start giving. And there are people dying. You. That's it, my dear friends. Thank you. And over to the anchor.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Mr. Rayan. As you know, this your input, your things, it's unexpected. You are a real change maker, and we are really privileged that especially your short message and importance of the Newton law, action and reaction, definition of great country, your way of asking the questions, and the example of Amazon and Alaska. It's really, really great. We are so proud of you. Thank you so much. Thank you. And now I would like to request my co-host Anita Garuji for inviting our next keynote speaker.
Sure, Tarun brother. Thank you. What a powerful speaker. What age must be his? I don't understand where he got all this wisdom from. Wonderful, Ryan. Thank you so much for your powerful thoughts. And let me call our next guest, a special guest indeed, Ambassador Eileen Shalom-Berozi, Ambassador Georgia. Over to you, and we are all ears to you.
Hello, everyone. Warm greetings from Georgia. Today, I am very happy because I am proud of you. You mean so much to me. Thank you, Mr. Raj. Siran Prince innovated me. Okay, now I talk about Sustainable Goal 15. Can you share? I have a presentation.
Sure, give us a moment.
Thank you. Can you see?
Yes.
Protect, restore, and promote sustainable use of territorial ecosystems, sustainable manage forests, combat desertification and halt and reverse land degradation, and halt diversity loss. What is an ecosystem? This is what exists on planet Earth, a natural complex created by the coexistence of living and non-living worlds. That is why our Earth is unique, and that is why we must take care of it. Ecosystem, they are marine, forest, swamp, or individual animal. Planet ecosystems that are distinguished by by their characteristic living or non-living diversity and planet. Part of the Earth. Part of the ecosystem is also the food chain, on which the existence of the whole of nature is assembled, and in which man interweaves closely. Georgia. There's a great diversity in Georgia in this region. Here we find the forests, which occupy 38 and 42% of the country. The larger the forest area, the higher the oxygen content in the air, and sometimes even creatine disease can be carried in forest restores. There are also other ecosystems in Georgia that are mountains, meadow, and island. It will be good if we preserve the forest. We will cut less and plant more. We must take from nature as much as we need and use it rationally. We are obviously polluting the environment. Water on Earth, which is an important natural resource without which living planet. Human by 2050, more than 5 billion people may face water shortages. Not only household or other waste, but also large amounts of oil flow into the seas and oceans. Living organisms die. The aquatic ecosystems has a serious problem. The air is polluted with harmful emissions. Many cars, factories, explosion, and nuclear power plant. All of this also has a very negative effect on our ecosystems. Look, this is me on this picture. Now I realize this horrible reality and think about how I should stop it. Ecosystem discretion. Air and water pollution, global warming, acid rain, this cleaning of forests and biodiversity. They are just a few of the problems facing the Earth today. Caring to our planet is the responsibility of every human being. However, if we could look at this issue only as a comment, we probably will not be completely right. This comment must come from within us. The above problems must bother us. It is not necessary to spend a lot of resources or caring for the environment. In fact, even in fact, even will help. Yes, I do believe that together we can solve the problem. We have a recycling club at school, and I often make presentation and plan ways to eliminate problems in our area because the problem must be solved locally. Thanks for your attention.
Thank you, Ambassador Ali.
Thank you so much, Ambassador Allen. And it was really great input because, you in your presentation, ecosystem and you focused on, as you explained about the food chain. This is really great. And the cause of damages. Really, I really appreciate your presentation. Thank you so much. And I would like to add one sentence from my side that never before human survival was well organized as it is today. So we are so blessed, and the reason of blessing is, youth icons, youth change makers like you. Thank you so much. And now,
Thank you.
thank you. So now, I'd like to invite the great little champ from South India. He's Jason. I would like to invite Little Master Jason for your words. Please, we are eager to listen to you. Please.
Jason is just 7. I think he's crossed the 7 Cs already. Please, we're waiting to hear you sing, Jason. Go ahead. That's amazing, Jason. So, for people that didn't understand this language, this is about Kumaram Bomudu, who is actually a freedom fighter who fought against slavery, who even left his life for and sacrificed his life for his community and for a lot of people. And the song really talks about the power of how every individual can contribute to this nation. And the last drop of blood from each of us can be the jewel on the women, the children, and the other people that are surviving in the world. Thank you so much, Jason. Very sweetly, you sung the song for us and you lighted up the spirit. Thank you, Jason. And I'd like all of you to come on video and please give your reactions, okay, as claps or as, okay, love or whatever you want to do, because he's just 7 and look at the spirit that he brings to the table. Thank you, Jason. So let us move on to the next speaker. Let me call upon Shanaya Singh, youngest storyteller. Over to you, Shania. We are here waiting to hear you.
Hello everyone, Namaste. I'm your friend Shana Singh from Kolkata and I'm the world's youngest storyteller. And today I'm going to narrate a story on SDG goals. But before I start, I wanted to say something. Have you ever wondered what harm we are doing to the earth? Who is responsible for this global warming? Yes, we are responsible for this global warming. We are cutting down trees. We are wounding Mother Earth. So today I'm going to tell a story. Why the trees whispered. In early days of Earth, not long after trees were created, humans roamed the land. So one day, a man went to a forest. He went to gather some wood so that he could start a fire and build a home. He went to a forest. The forest's name was Sundarban. The first tree he came up to was a Sundari tree. He took his axe and was about to cut the Sundari tree. The tree called out, "Oh dear man, please cut me. Can't you see the sticky sap coming out from the cuts of the tree?" The man put his axe down and saw the sticky sap coming out from the cut. And the man said, "Okay, I will leave you." Now the man went deeper into the forest. Now he came to a golpata tree. He picked up his axe. Now he was about to cut the tree. And the golpata tree said, "Man, please don't kill me. Please don't kill me. My wood is too heavy and will be for no use." Then the man said, "Your wood will be for no use, then what's the point of cutting you?" Then the man said, "Okay, I will leave you also." Now, when he went to the third tree, the Kala Bean tree. Now the man said, "I will cut this tree." He picked up his axe, was about to cut the tree. Again, the third tree said, "Oh man, please don't cut me. Please spare me. It hurts. When you cut me, blood runs out from my heart. Please don't cut me." Then the man said, "Okay, I won't." He called out to the spirits of the trees. "Oh, spirit of the trees, spirit of the trees, please come. What should I do? None of the trees are letting me cut them. I need wood so that I can start a fire, cook some food, and build a house for my family so that we can live. Oh, spirit of trees, what shall I do?" Then the spirit of trees replied in a heavy voice, "Oh, my dear child, tomorrow when you enter the forest, no trees will speak to you, and you can cut down as many trees as you want." The man agreed to the spirit of the trees. The next day, when he entered the Sundarban forest, he picked up his axe and cut down the trees. No trees talked to him, but the trees were very unhappy. They did not like what the man had done. So, friends, it is said that whenever a child walks in a forest, becomes quiet, can hear trees whisper. So the moral of the story is we should never cut trees. Instead, we should plant more. We should stop polluting the earth. We should stop using plastic. Instead, we should use paper bags and jute bags. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, beautiful Sanaya. And thank you for your beautiful presentation with different
Thank you, sir.
great emotions. I wish for your all great future endeavor, all the best. And especially thank you for sharing story and telling the importance of tree and tree and pollution. Thank you so much. And now moving forward, I would like to invite Mr. Zayan from Oman. Mr. Zayan,
Yes, sir, I'm here.
please, the floor is yours.
Thank you, sir. Respected Rajarao sir, Tarun sir, speakers, moderators, and my dear friends, a very good evening to everyone. I am honored today to be here on the World Peace Summit to express my feelings today. SDG 15, Sustainable Development Goals 15. Wow, a most incredible goal. I feel glad that I got a wonderful opportunity to talk to the world about our earth, our habitat, our forests, our trees. Finally, in one word, none other than life. A very beautiful life. My question to all, do we really care our land? Our forests, our trees. Do we really care about them? Okay, let's do one thing. Everyone, close your eyes. I repeat that, everyone, close your eyes. Wait. Rajarao sir isn't closing his eyes. Sir, please close your eyes. Tarun sir also, I got even Tarun sir. Tarun sir, please close your eyes. Sir, please, yes. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Imagine trees, instead of giving oxygen, they give Wi-Fi to us. Due to some conditions, they may now stop giving Wi-Fi. So then we plant more and more and more to get Wi-Fi. But unfortunately, they give us oxygen itself, right? Thousands of us have lived without love and etc. But not even one single person has lived without air, water, and land. Hope you all agree with me. Please give an energetic thumbs up to me if you all agree. Thank you so much, Tarun sir. Thank you so much. Forests are the lungs of our earth, my dear friends. We need to conserve them. Our priority should be bringing life back on land. Deforestation, global warming, rain, acid rain, pollution, these all are the result of our greediness. These are destroying our ecosystem, my dear friends. Let's stop being greedy. Let's stop being selfish. Let's stop being just me. Because our earth follows the law of reflection. It will be reflect back whatever the destruction happened to. So let's be careful, vigilant, and preserving our earth. Our planet, our planet, our planet. Just let's prosper it green and green and green and green and fully green, my dear friends. My dear friends, Earth does not need us. We need Earth for surviving. We need Earth to make a better world. Let's make Earth a better world to live in for our own sake. I welcome all my youth and young friends to join hands together to sustain the world with the sustainable development of SDG goals. And I would like to give hand to protect the earth, to spread peace around the world. Thank you so much, everyone, and respected people for your time. I'm really humble and obliged to Rajaro sir for giving me this wonderful opportunity. Thank you so much, everyone.
Wow, Zain, it is amazing what a spirit you have. In multiple global podiums, I've not seen this confidence and energy. The amount of wisdom that you bring really, really, I mean, right, inspires us. It is stunning. So thank you for your thoughts and the way you were able to connect with the audience, the way you were sharing your thoughts in a powerful way. Thank you so much. Continue to inspire the rest of the world. And I'm sure a few people, be it elders or children, that look at you, look at the other speakers on this podium, the more we socialize, the more number of people will come forward to contribute to the society. Keep inspiring, Zion. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thanks so much.
Yeah. And our next best speaker, let me invite Dinal Asmi, CEO, IDYM Group of Companies, igniting dreams of young minds. Over to you, Dinal Asmi.
Thank you so much, Anita ma'am, for the warm welcome. So today, look after the land and the land will look after you. If you destroy the land, it will destroy you. Hey all, a very good evening and happy to meet you all. First of all, I would like to convey my heartfelt thanks to the management for inviting me to this gathering on today, which we all are discussing about Sustainable Development Goals 15, Life on Land. SDG 15 is about the quality of food we eat and of the water we drink, about the basic resources of human activities, and other so-called ecosystem services which are essential for human life. So today's talk about SDG 15 seeks to protect, restore, and promote the conservation and sustainable use of terrestrial, inland, and mountain ecosystem. So this includes the protection of ecosystem, biodiversity, and against natural and human risk, as well as restoration of degraded natural spaces. However, you know that degradation of land, the situation currently we are facing is not improving fast enough. But we can all take a part in the improvement of the situation. Pressures from the growing global population, urbanization, and climate change are causing biodiversity to decline. Most developing countries rely on meat from wild animals for food. Let's work to restore and protect our planet's biodiversity in order to prevent land degradation, ecosystem imbalance, and food insecurity. Do you know the 17 United Nations Sustainable Development Goals gives voice to humanity's greatest ideals and contribute the world's best plan to create a better, more sustainable future for all of us? The SDG Goal 15, not only the Goal 15, the total 17 goals are giving voice that drives a change. Life on land is extraordinary. Our forests are home to more than 80% of all land-based species, and our remarkable ecosystem allows us to eat, breathe, and live. Yet through deforestation, global warming, and meat production, we are slowly killing our earth and its inhabitants. Before we are getting panic, it's worthwhile reminding ourselves we can fix this by Goal 15. It's all about working together to protect, restore, and promote our planet's plants, insects, and animals. By focusing on the changes we can make now to help our future, we can sustainably manage forests, combat desertification, reserve land degradation, and we can all put a stop to biodiversity loss. Land is only the place that human can survive on, and it is our responsibility to keep it safe for our future and forest generation. To come, forest and land are the foundation of sustainable development. Forests cover about 30% of Earth's surface, and in addition, they provide food security, shelter. Do you know the forests are key to combating climate change, protecting biodiversity, and a home to most of the indigenous population? Forests are also home to more than 80% of terrestrial species of animals, plants, and ecosystem. At the same time, around 1.6 billion people directly depend on forests for their livelihood too, has a lead to deforestation of more than 3.6 billion hectares, around 52% of land used for agriculture. Let's analyze some few causes for deforestation and desertification. If you see, it's all because of human activities. The deforestation caused by human activities and climate change will pose a major challenge to sustainable development. They affect our life, our livelihood of millions of people around the world too. Human activities such as we all commonly know the overpopulation, pollution, burning fossil fuels and deforestation trigger the climate change, soil erosion, poor air quality and making it undrinkable water. It's all because of whom? It's because of us, the human. It's only because of the human activities that these major causes are happen. Pollution, construction, and unrestricted agriculture practices pose major challenge to the SDG. They strip soil of the nutrients, this affect the growth and development of natural flora and fauna. So what we should have to do for these efforts? We must make some causes and prevent and do some precautions for all the damage that we have made to the Mother Earth. We can together save life on land by following a few simple steps. Number one, better understood through ACT. Animals, ACT. I will give you example by our ACT to the Mother Earth. A for animals. Don't shop for pets. Visit your local animal shelter and adopt one day. Avoid buying products tested on animals. Check the label of the product you buy. And number two, C, compost. Composting food scraps reduce climate impact as well as recycle nutrients. Clean your local park and forest. Organize, join an existing cleanup. Clean your environment. And number three, that is T. The tree has reduce, reuse, and recycle or reduce the amount of waste we throw. Avoid paper waste, substitute paper with electronic devices, reuse falling into buys, and keep reusing categories. And we can all make, instead of spending a ton of money on bottled water, invest in one container. Instead, we can refill it at a fountain or a water cooler on land. And one more question to you. Why should we plant trees? It is just a tree, right? But no, just not a tree. It is the thing that keeps us alive. We cut the tree to build buildings and for our improvement, etc. Even though trees are more important, as tree is a magical thing that takes the air and gives us oxygen, shade, fruits, greenery, etc. Many people are taking shelter from trees. But what do we do in return? We cut it down. We should not cut the trees. We should plant more. More than all, over a tree is beautiful. If you take care of our earth, it will take care of you. Nurture the nature for our future, and let's make a difference by raising our voice to supporting and following the SDGs as a concerned citizen. Thank you so much, all.
Thank you. Thank you so much. You are super talented, Denul, madam. At this young age, your solutions, your, all the causes, act, solutions, all superb. And especially, quality of basic resources. Yes, we must maintain the quality of basic resources. We must protect our biodiversity. And of course, all 17 goals are important, but this 15th, life on land, because we are living on land, this is very, very crucial. And thank you for all your data. Thank you so much. It's really insightful solutions. Thank you. And very much inspiring at this young age. Now, moving forward, I would like to invite one great young champion from South Africa, Miss Ajra Mia. Miss Ajra.
Yes, hello, I'm here.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so first of all, I would like to say good afternoon to everyone from South Africa. I would like to start off by saying thank you to the Royal Council and thank you for this platform and for having me as a speaker today. We are talking today about a very important topic which we should all be aware of. Protecting our ecosystem on land is very important in order to maintain a healthy living environment and an ecosystem. We are all part of this planet. We are all part of the planet's ecosystem, and we have caused severe damages to it through deforestation, loss of natural habitats, and land degradation. Promoting a sustainable use of our ecosystem and preserving biodiversity is not a cause at all. Our environment is so valuable because it is underpinned of our economy, our society, and indeed our existence. Our forests, rivers, oceans, and soils provide us with the food and the water that we orientate into ourselves and also with the air that we breathe. One of the many ways that we can protect our ecosystem is by reducing, reusing, and recycling. As I always say about the ecosystem and the environment, a flourishing life on land is the foundation of our life on this planet. So let's protect our ecosystem and our environment on land today. I would like to thank you so much for having me. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Azra. What a composure and clarity you have. Whatever you said now, okay, it really makes us to think deeply, okay, as to what we are doing currently, what are we supposed to do, and how we need to look at the contribution that each of us can make. Thank you so much for your contribution from South Africa. And with that thank you note, let me call our next special guest, Rishit Gupta, Kaiton Public School. Over to you, Rishit.
Thank you, ma'am. And good evening, everyone. Our respected Professor Caroline and Dr. Raja Rao, experts on the panel, and my dear fellow speakers. I am Rishit Gupta, the student of Khaitan Public School, is going to share my opinion on life on land. Life on land is positively affected by effective means of planting trees, improving the natural environment, contributing to food production, helps to conserve water, and providing work and income opportunities. Life on land would be beautiful if we sustainably manage forests and reverse land degradation. Goal 15 of SDG protect and promote sustainable ecosystem, but there's an issue. How to plant trees in an efficient way, especially when there's no high-tech resources and expensive such as planting using drones. And we also have to evaluate how many trees have planted and the survival rate of those trees. We need to look at bigger pictures and allow for the fact that some of what gets planted may be fulfilling the needs of local animal population. Planting trees can make a serious contribution. So I request everyone present here to plant more and more trees and to help in the sustainable development of society and land. And thank you, everyone, for your patient listening.
Thank you, Rishit. Thank you so much for your short and sweet but meaningful speech. Thank you so much. And now I would like to call our own very special, the champion, the change maker, Prince Pagdipalli, who is the reason why I'm here. So, Prince, welcome here, brother. And now the floor is yours.
Greetings, Excellencies. I am Prince Pagdipalli, Secretary General of Global Child Mission India. Today we are talking about life on land. I started Go Green India campaign when I was a small child. This campaign is to protect our land, to protect our trees, to protect our planet Earth. We should not disturb nature. We should not disturb nature system because nature is sleeping lion. If we disturb it, it devastates the entire humans. Let's all join together. Let's all promise to the product Mother Earth. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And we really appreciate all your efforts. And we should not disturb our nature because all this happen because of human mistakes. So we have to be very conscious and we have to be very careful. Over to you, my co-host, Sister Anita Raju.
Thank you, Tarunji. I'm running out of words today because I don't know the way, people are talking and whatever contribution they are making at this age. Okay, it leaves us with no words. Prince Pagidapalli at this age, being the Secretary of Child India Mission and also contributing to several other forums. I keep reading about him everywhere. I keep seeing his accolades everywhere. What an achievement at this age. God bless you. And thank you so much for all of what you're doing, Prince.
Thank you. Thank you.
So let me call our next guest. But before that, I just want to tell all of you that it is bedtime for you. It must be very late as the speakers are really, they're bringing a lot of wisdom. So we are not, stopping anyone exceeding their time. But please stay back. We'll try to close as early as possible, but with your powerful thoughts. So with that note, let me call our next guest, Shubh Prakash, representing India. Shubh, over to you.
To all the respected dignitaries, this is Shubh Prakash from India, and I would like to share my speech on life on land and protecting ecosystem. My dear friends, I am extremely honored to be in this summit today. Industrialization, increasing needs of people, urbanization, etc. are exerting pressure on ecosystem all over the world. Many factors like deforestation, forest fires, extraction of waste in water bodies, illegal trades of wildlife have threatened the existence of ecosystem in this world. Can you believe that? Although there are some forested areas which are protected so that low species having low population can reproduce and increase their low population. But the number of species with low population has increased significantly over the decades. Can you believe that? But yes, that's true. We should adopt sustainable development so that we can protect our ecosystem and so that life on Earth don't go extinct. According to the internet, sustainable development has 4 dimensions. If these 4 dimensions are followed, life on land can be preserved for a much longer period. That's my opinion. First, people. We should try to end poverty and hunger in all its forms, ensure that all human beings can fulfill their potential in dignity, equality, and live in healthy environment. Second, planet. Protect the planet from degradation. Promote sustainable consumption and production and sustainable management of natural resources while taking urgent action on climate change. Third, prosperity. Ensure that all human beings can enjoy prosperous and fulfilling lives and that economic, social, and technological progress occurs in harmony with nature. Fourth, peace. There can be no sustainable development without peace and no peace without sustainable development. Now, let's talk about some points through which we can protect our ecosystem. First, prevent deforestation and practice afforestation. This is the first and one of the most important points. Trees and plants play a very important role in cleaning water, maintaining the Earth's temperature by transpiration, Transpiration is a process through which trees release extra water through leaves. This creates a cooling effect. Trees also prevent soil erosion as their roots hold the soil firmly. Trees are also homes of many insects. Thus, trees and plants play a very significant role in protecting ecosystem. We should never cut trees. According to the internet, humanity has already destroyed 1/3 of the world's forest by industrialization, urbanization, expanding agricultural area, and by various other means. 57% of the total land area was forests, which is approximately 6 billion hectares. This percentage has came down to just 38%, which is about 4 billion hectares. We should encourage others to plant as many trees as they can. I won't say cutting a tree is not wrong, but not replanting one is wrong. Second, categorization of waste. Garbage categorization doesn't seem but affecting the environment a lot. We should categorize garbage as biodegradable and non-biodegradable waste. Third, prevent the use of chemical fertilizers. Chemical fertilizers are great for agricultural purposes, but it does not retain in the soil. It trickles down the soil and pollutes the groundwater. So, we should prefer organic manure instead of. Fourth, check on garbage disposal systems of industries. Some industries throw the garbage down without thinking about the environment and ecosystem. Government should check waste disposal systems of industries and find those without a proper waste disposal system. Fifth, last but not the least, conserving energy. We should always conserve energy by putting small efforts like switching off extra lights, extra ACs. We should also use public transport, carpool instead of private vehicles. These small efforts can really make a difference. We, as the citizens of the earth, should take the responsibility to protect the earth and preserve life on land. At last, I would like this topic, life on land and protecting ecosystem. With this, I would like to end my speech. Thank you and have a very wonderful day ahead.
Thank you, and very thank you, because you deliver a great speech, really awesome. All your facts, ecosystem, about the importance of tree, about you, as you shared about the forest. Third of the world forest is already gone, yes. And about the chemical, this is you great presentation, champion Shubh.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
And now I would like to invite our next speaker. She is Prisha Prakash. Please welcome Prisha.
Thank you, sir. Good evening, respected organizers and dignitaries. This is Prisha Prakash from India, studying in class 10th. I am honored to be a part of World Peace Summit 2022. And firstly, I would like to thank the entire team of World Peace Summit 2022 for giving us young and aspiring leaders an opportunity to speak upon a very concerning and important topic in today's era, that is life on land and protecting our ecosystem. And today I will be talking on the same thing from a student's perspective. A flourishing life on land is the foundation for our life on this planet. Several species are interdependent on each other. through one or the other way. Our ecosystem shows the same thing. Our ecosystem consists of abiotic and biotic factors which work together and, most importantly, creates a balance on Earth. But what is more concerning is that this natural balance is being disturbed by us human activities. We humans have intervened and disturbed this natural system in the name of development since thousands of decades, as a result of which the past decade alone has seen the extinction of over 467 species of flora and fauna. Surprising. What I personally believe is development which affects the life of other kinds of lives on this earth isn't development. As a student and as a citizen of world, in fact, we don't have many resources to conduct big um, movements and projects, etc. But what we believe is that small actions by us across the globe in different ways can make a big change in the society. Some of them are as follows. Um, Conserving energy, switch off those extra lights, air conditioners, etc. Start composting. Create something useful and sustainable from waste products just by investing a little time in our Mother Earth. Trying eco-friendly products, eco-friendly packaging, etc. Sustainable Development Goal 15 talks about the same thing, life on Earth. Protect, restore, and promote sustainable use of terrestrial ecosystem. So with this, let us pledge today to always try to conserve our ecosystem for our sustainable existence of each and every species on this earth. With this, I would like to conclude my speech. Have a great day ahead. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Prisha. That is precious. Whatever you said, the clarity that you brought is amazing. Thanks for all your inputs. I'm sure whoever is watching this, whoever is crafting a plan to work on the SDG will take each word of yours seriously. Thank you so much. I'm amazed. I have this awestruck experience today where I'm just going out of the world to see these kids speak with such clarity and vision. Thank you so much. On that note, let me call our next speaker, Nissy Angel, singer from India. Nissy, over to you. Nissy had connectivity issues, so she was getting dropped earlier. Hope you're able to speak now. Yeah, Nissy.
Greeting all friends, I'm Missy Angel from Mangalore. Thank you for giving this wonderful opportunity to me. I'm very happy to share my ideas about life on land. To protect life on land, we should plant trees. Plant trees balances ecosystems. Planting trees stabilizes nature. Planting trees strengthens our mother nature. We are cutting trees nowadays. We are doing deforestation. It's time to control humans, otherwise we cannot control nature. Grow trees, save life on the land. Thank you.
Thank you, Nissy. Thanks for your crisp and one-line statement, okay, for the contribution of SDG goal number 15. Thanks for your presence. And over to the next guest. So this person has not joined with her own name here. I think she's joined with a different account. I hope you're available now. You got dropped in between. Let me call upon our next guest, Joanna Adiogan, little speaker from Nigeria. Joanna, are we audible to you? Would you be able to share your thoughts with us? Yeah, Joanna Adiogan. So while we wait for this guest to join us, maybe I think the guest is facing technical difficulty. Let's go ahead and call our next, sorry. Yeah. Sure. He's available, but somewhere I think they're facing difficulty. They're not able to speak. Yeah, thank you. So let me call our next guest, special guest that has been contributing to the SDG and the World Peace Summit 2022 successfully. Every single day, this person joins us and contributes to the success. Let me call upon Dr. Vishwanath Panigrahi, environment activist. Over to you, sir. Sir, if you're there, please unmute yourself and share your powerful thoughts with us. Maybe he is not available. Let me call our next speaker. Yeah, he's there, but sure, to the audience.
Hi, how are you?
Awesome, awesome. While you're there, allow me to introduce you to this group of people and to the world audience that is watching this. Let me invite Dr. Vincent A, Focus 88 SD and PhD Director from Malaysia. He's been contributing to the World Peace Summit immensely every single day. The amount of ideas, the amount of solutions and understanding of the problem statements is amazing. And every single day, he will give us powerful thoughts. Wait until the end to ensure that his thoughts reaches people where we are able to achieve the sustainability goals. Over to you, sir. Excited to hear you speak.
Yeah, in fact, today, so-called a corporate kind of a talent pool to be represent for the futures kind of the summit. And indeed, okay, it's a good steps that have been taken by the Dr. Raja and together with the rest of the so-called committee or the council member, okay, which include them into this particular kind of forum. This eventually that we are prepared, to emerge and as well as to embark, okay, the new generations to come forward, okay, one way or another, directly or indirectly to representing each and every other countries, or even though, like say, example, in India, represent the state. So at least they have the so-called an opportunity to voice up based on the so-called their common interests and also to share, okay, with the whole world. Indeed, I would like to say this is a very good kind of movement, a very good kinds of so-called kind of programs which are in preparations to build the new futures and potentials kind of leaderships. Okay, eventually it will comes into the pictures whereby it will help and also contribute one another to have a very good summit in the near future. With that, in fact, I would like to congratulate every one of them who have taken part. Some of them, no doubt, I can see that they have presented very well, whether with a slide or not, that's in the materials. The very much more important is that the factual, okay, and taking the kind of good initiative, great effort, okay, to present themselves in a very professional manner. With that, I'd like to say thank you, and once again, congrats to everyone.
Thanks a bunch, sir. Thank you so much for your thoughts. It is on a closing note, you're the final speaker of the day because a few people could not join or they couldn't share their thoughts with us due to technical difficulty.
Thank you.
I see Joanna joining back again. Thank you so much, sir. I see Joanna joining back again. Are you able to speak now? Jonah, yes, we could hear you in between. You should unmute yourself and speak.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, talk.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Joanna Adeogun. I want to talk about our environment. Our environment is good. Take care of our environment. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, bye-bye.
Your voice
Okay,
is
speak
not
again.
clear, Joanna. Could you speak again?
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Joanna Adeogun. I'm from Nigeria. I want to talk about environment. Take care of our environment. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. It is very clear and evident that you've been contributing to the environment and you have powerful thoughts. And thanks for giving us your wishes to continue this successfully. And on that powerful note, we will move on to the Dr. Vishwanath Panigrahi, environment activist. We introduced him earlier, but sir wasn't there due to technical difficulties. So please, over to you.
Namaste and good evening, good afternoon, good morning, each and every one. This side, this is unexpected bad weather presently at Chhattisgarh. So I was getting trouble in network. So I was disconnected now. And just before some minutes, I say my humble salutation to Honorable Rajarao Pagdipalli sir, World Summit, all the eminent speakers, moderators, and participants. Today we are talking for land on life, land, which is very important to sustain the life. It is told, Janani Janma Bhumischa Swargadapi Garyasi, and further, Bhumi Mata Putro Aham Prithigam. It means land is our mother and we are son of mother, and our motherland is more important than the heaven. So we have to we have to do our every act, we have to do our all works for the better health of our land, our motherland. It is very clear that if we like to sustain our life in a better way, then we have to maintain the health of our motherland. Nowadays, the health of our motherland is very bad, and due to our own interference and our own activities, we have cut down the considerable number of trees. We have destroyed the natural forest, flora, fauna. We have polluted the water. We have polluted the air, and now our motherland is very, very sick. It is a matter of very clear knowledge that we have cut down considerable number of trees. As the beginning, this earth was covered with plants, trees, and dense forest. As a first step towards a human development, we have used the speed of destruction by cutting trees to meet our greed instead our need. As a result, the population of trees which intake the harmful CO2 carbon dioxide produced from human activities and supply us with fresh oxygen, vital for life, is decreasing in dangerous space. We never gave a thought to what will happen to us in absence of these life-sustaining trees. Further, we have got the knowledge generated and transmitted by our great saints, such as intellectuals, the Vedas and the Puranas, about peaceful coexistence of nature. Our father of nation, Mahatma Gandhi, said that nature has all the capacity to fulfill our need, but not our greed. But today, what we are doing, we even forgot his sayings. We have never started thinking. We have now started thinking ourselves as a master of nature. But it will not work for long. Every year, about 60 lakhs hectare of cultivated and pastoral land is being destroyed. Thousands of species of plants, animal, and other living beings are either getting extinct or on the verge of extinction. This has led to global warming, and if trend continues, we shall be in the grip of perennial drought, flood, cyclone, and epidemics. Also, global warming has led to climate change. Environmental scientists have now warned that if the average global temperature exceeds by 1.5 degree from what was there during the 19th century industrial revolution, it will lead to annihilation of our earth. So my appeal is that, sir, we are blessed to born in this beautiful earth. Let us do our bit to make this best place to live. Thank you. And this is possible if we join hands globally along with each and everyone. Thank you for giving me the chance. Again, I salute Dr. Rajarao Pagdisal to give me this beautiful opportunity to say something before the World Conclave. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, sir. Your wisdom came out very clearly. You spoke about the coexistence, which all of us have forgotten for a long time. We always thought that we are above other species that are on the earth, and we are ruining our own existence over a period of time. What are we giving our generations, the next generations, is something that we need to really look at. On that note, we will move to the panel speakers section of this powerful session, and let me share my screen. Please give me a thumbs up if you're able to see my screen. Yeah. So SDG 15, your voice is important, your voice matters, and your voice can make a difference. We have a theme. We have 12 targets laid down by United Nations for the SDG 15, Life on Land, and that is present in front of you. Please take one theme and give one tip that you want to give to the world. You may pick up any theme out of the 12 and talk about one tip that you want to give the world that they need to start tonight. From tonight onwards, we will be conscious about this particular element. Please go ahead and share your thoughts. Any speaker can volunteer and share your thoughts.
Any speaker, including children,
yes,
and the senior people, everyone.
Yes.
Good evening.
Good evening, Madam Patricia.
Hello.
Please go ahead.
Okay, on target number 2, on end deforestation and restore degraded forests, I'm suggesting that in order for us to plant trees, for every birthday that you have in your life, plant a tree. Every birthday that someone has in life, plant a tree. That's my suggestion. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am. This also connects to what our first chief guest, okay, Rachana ma'am said as well. So please save all the nuts note that you're having on a daily basis, whatever you have. Please ensure that your day, the very next day, starts with planting a tree, planting, a life for somebody else that's going to come in the future. Thank you so much. So do we have more speakers to share their thoughts?
Let Amjur Vishwanath brother can speak.
Yes. Yeah. Very good, good evening and good morning to one and all across the globe. It is great privilege and conveying my thankful to beloved brother Rajarao Pagdisal sir and PJ Kalani ma'am for providing wonderful opportunity to speak few words from my side on the topic of SDG, Sustainable Development Goal number 15, Life on Land. It is time to protect every living beings on our planet Earth. Why? Because every living being are facing some challenges and problems due to the climate change on our planet Earth. Not only human beings, not only environment, but also the animals, all the species are facing different ecological problems due to the imbalance of ecological system. We have to reduce the pollution, provide good environment to everyone. And it is right to survive in a clean environment to every living being. In this regard, SDG goal number 15, Life on Land, which emphasizes protect, restore, and promote sustainable use of terrestrial ecosystem, sustainably manage forests, forest management system, combat deforestation through more spreading of afforestation, and halt and reserve land degradation and manage in biodiversity loss. So these are few steps which can be improve the SDG goal number 15, life on land, through the different aspects works. So it is time to come out and fulfill the targets of SDG 15 with very innovative and enthusiastic works at grassroots level. On this occasion, I want to pledge and I want to some words in this platform from the speakers and viewers. Being as a director of Green Care Society India, our organization will take a village and will take every care to that village to plant more and clean and green in respect to the living being also. I'm very thankful to each and everyone and especially organizers for providing wonderful opportunity. Say a few on small initiatives in front of the viewers and student guests. Thank you very much, sir, beloved brother Rajarao Pagdipalli, sir, and Vijay Karani ma'am for providing opportunity. Thank you very much.
Thank you, brother. Thank you so much. Poonam Goti ma'am, do you have anything to say? Poonam Goti ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Please, ma'am, over to you.
Hello.
Yes, ma'am, you are audible.
Yes, sir. But मुझे yesterday बोलना था, आज नहीं बोलना था.
Okay. Sheetal Randir ma'am, anything to say, ma'am?
Thank you very much.
Sheetal Randir ma'am. Yes, over to Anita ma'am.
Thank you, sir. And Mr. Maruti Suman also, it is raised. So please go ahead, sir.
Yes, Shrikant Kalurkar sir also. Suman sir and Shrikant Kalurkar sir, both.
Yes, yes. Sir, you need to unmute yourself, Mr. Maruti Suman.
Oh, okay. Actually, good evening all. Actually, today no words to describe the little youth. They have done very good job and very excellent presentation by different speakers. Actually, I want to tell conserve and restore terrestrial and freshwater ecosystem. We should already spoken by so many speakers. We should save pollution, means we have to reduce pollution and other means so that we can save our Mother Earth. And ultimately, saving Mother Earth is benefit for self and the nation. You will only return in benefit if you save the Mother Earth by practicing small steps Like we don't need to do big things. We can have some small steps. It ultimately benefits our pocket only. That's all I want to tell.
Thank you. Thank you for your thoughts, sir. So you're saying that please reduce fuel consumption as much as possible, reduce pollution in every other way that every individual is able to contribute to. Walk more, do whatever is possible from your side, which is good for you, and you're not doing something for the society. You're helping yourself, you're helping your next generation to live a happy, peaceful life, okay, where they are able to exist without any external supplements that need to be bought with a cost.
Yes,
so
yes.
on that note, thank you so much, sir. And on that note, we will move on to Mr. Shrikant Kalurkar, who always gives his best thoughts to us at the end. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, madam. The first important thing is that when you want to practice anything and get a success, there is a principle to be followed, catch them young. And I would like to compliment Dr. Rajarao sir that you're trying to practice that when we are talking. And when I was listening to young people, I felt that yes, the future is in safe and strong hands. Thank you very much for this initiative. Now, another thing, 15.3, which you have mentioned, I would like to share an experiment which has been done by a microbiologist, Dr. Jagrati Bhatia from Mumbai. 10 years ago, she purchased a barren land, 5.5 acres. And applying the homotherapy philosophies, principles, like combining the hashes, adding certain things. And then she said, recently she had talked to us in the group, and she said that first 3 years there was no result. But then 4th and 5th years, they started seeing the earthworms in the soil. And after 10 years, they are able to produce very good kind of products there, and it has been converted into a fertile land. It takes time. Converting a degraded land back to bringing back, it takes time because there is a specific natural system which we can apply. And this has been mentioned again, as I always say, in our ancient Indian knowledge. So see, word on that, and after 10 years, she has been able to speak on that. We had one experimenter like this in 70s at Madison in USA. They first showed it to us that this ancient Indian knowledge, homotherapy, when you apply to the barren land, you can convert that into a fertile land. So there are certain experiments carried out, and yes, we can be open to see the results in a large scale. Thank you very much.
Madam, you are muted.
So a lot of activities that happen on ground, you share your thoughts with us, you share the insights with data points. That's always special about you. Thank you so much. And let me call upon Brother Ambassador Noor Ahmed, who wants to
He's
share
going
his
to be
thoughts
the
with
last
us.
one in panel.
All right, I'm not going to throw that much. Okay, I'm going to share my words very shortly. As well as, first of all, I would like to give all the youngsters who have shared their words, look at their confidence, look at their presentation. Even some of the presentation are really up to the mark. Even I have learned so many things. So this is really a great initiative by Brother Rajarao because this should be required, because most of we are thinking about our kids, our youngsters always doing the study, and they have to be a topper. They have to be that. But this is something else that is required, because most of the students, most of the youngsters can do something else. So we can see some example of today. So thank you so much for arranging that things. Yes, for this SDG5, yesterday I talked about the SDG14, life below water, and today is the life on land. So I'm not going into that much information, just 3 tips that can help us for the SDG15. That is, we have to reduce the use of paper, avoid printing, substitute with electronic devices or carriers. Number 2, clean your local park and forest, organize your own or join the existing cleanup event to sustain the ecosystem of your local green space. Number 3, compost food craft can reduce climate impact while also recycling nutrition. This all about these 3 things can help us to make the green, to keep this life on land, all the goal and targets. And we do believe that by 2030, we will definitely achieve this goal, and we will be marked after their all the meaningful targets. Thank you so much, Honorable, for giving me the floor. And I will be honored, and I will be joining the tomorrow event as a moderator. Thank you.
Thank you, brother. So thanks for sharing your thoughts. Definitely, we are waiting for the dream to be achieved in 2030. A lot more will happen because of forums and summits like this. So in the interest of time, we'd like to close the panel session. And thank you on behalf of my co-host, Tarun Tiwari brother, and myself. Hearty thanks to Rajarao Pagdipalli and also Dr. Carolyn ma'am for this wonderful opportunity. These kids, these young youth icons, when they spoke, we were flabbergasted. We didn't know where on earth these people were. Where did they come from? Carefully choosing these kind of speakers. I don't know where Raja Rao and Dr. Carolyn went and found these gems, okay, on which land, I don't know. But thank you so much for such a powerful session today. And this is going to break, okay, the stereotypes of people know just at a very, very later age of life talking about these things. So we are one thing that I'm very, very confident today is the future is in safe hands. The future is in the best hands. And on that note, over to Raja Rao sir to cast his vote of thanks. Thank you.
Thank you, Excellency. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Actually, if we give time to Anita Raj ma'am and Tarun Tiwari brother, they will take to next level. But we are stopping them due to time constraints and today all our kids. So it's at 10 o'clock nearly. So we should conclude. We should conclude in remarks. Thank you, Excellency Anita Raj ma'am, and thank you, my dear Tarun Tiwari. You both have making this journey splendid. We remember this journey as long as we cherish the memories of this World Peace Summit. You both are the key. Of course, everyone, they are playing their own role, but when it comes to you both, it's a separate. So that will be there. So we appreciate you, we honor you, and we remember you, we recall you. Whenever their time comes, we have to say something about this World Peace Summit memories. Certainly, we mention you both names. Thank you, Tarun Tiwari brother, and thank you, Vanita Raju ma'am. And so today started a great beginning. That is because of 2 persons. So I have to mention Professor Rachna Chakrabarti ma'am and Sheetal. Sorry. Rachna Chakrabarti ma'am and Sheetal Randir ma'am. You two are the pillars because I have said to you 2 names first because I know I strongly believe that you put a right path to children because children are coming. They should be shown a right path. So I believe that and you proved it. So I thank from bottom of my heart Professor Rachna Chakrabarti ma'am, salute to you. Dr. Sheetal Randir ma'am, salute to you. You did a commendable job. So then there is a competition among all these kids. They wanted to prove themselves and the journey has started. The foundation you laid by you both. Thank you so much. And in the end, Vishwanath Panigrahi sir and Dr. Vincent Tek sir, really you both are splendid sir. It's because of your experience. It's because of the things you have seen so many in your life. So whenever you both are our we see that you are not speaking and appreciate your parents that they are giving you support. Really, it's a fantastic because when we talk about the children, we have to talk about their parents. Really, that's so great. I appreciate you and I wish you all the best. You will reach so many heights in future. And Dinul asked me, I did not say anything about you because you are already proved in the market. Because there are so many programs, you along with our beloved brother Ravi Shankar, you both are doing commendable job regarding youth and you are conducting so many number of programs. I appreciate IDYM team. you and Ravi Shankar brother. Really, the way you are proceeding and the way you are supporting the youth and nurturing the programs, it's really fantastic. And thank you for joining and supporting and giving so much of information. Thank you so much. And Clarence Shushrut, the man behind this program in indirect manner. But actually, he has tomorrow some exam, physics exam. He is writing intermediate physics exam, so he was unable to attend. He is the core member in Life Foundation team. He always there with his mother, Professor Dr. Vijay Carolyn, ma'am. Actually, he is very much passionate to join this program, but because of tomorrow exam, he was unable to join. But anyway, Clarence Shushrut, I wish you all the best and advance congratulations. You will join us soon and we'll go ahead. Thank you so much, Clarence. And Ellen, really, you are fantastic, Ellen. I have seen you so many times on several platforms. It is first time on this platform. Really, you have a bright future, Ellen, because the moment we started this program till the end, it's really great to see you. First of all, the patience you have, because you are listening to each and every speaker and you are getting the information from them. That's lovely. Because I earlier heard about you from Prince. My son Prince always talks about you and Manat Sharaya. So really, that's so great, Ellen. You are the way you are.
Thank you so much.
Because I like your PPT very much. Because you are not like a kid. You wanted to be like a professional. So the way you have presented that PPT, I liked it very much. Really commendable job, Ellen. You are like your mother, I think so. Because your mother also very careful about presentation and communication and all these things. I appreciate and wish you all the best and advance congratulations for your future. Thank you, Ellen. Thank you. We'll see you next time also. Then I want to say thanks to Ashima Jam, ma'am. I think she didn't speak today. Ashima Jam, ma'am, are you there? Anita, ma'am, did she speak? Ashima Jam?
No, sir, she was not there. I tried multiple times, but she wasn't
Okay,
there.
anyway, Shania Singh. Shania Singh, she is a world record holder, such an young age. Even she can talk about SDG 15 in a storytelling manner because she is a storyteller, a record breaking storyteller. That's so nice how she gets that creativity to say a story about sustainable development goal. If it is known to Antonio Guterres, she would have appointed her in a good post because of her creativity. Because she can connect everything with a story and she presents it in a splendid manner. Sharia, I did not appreciate you because the world is already appreciating you. Thank you so much for joining and giving a wonderful story for sustainable development goal. Thank you, Sharia. And Jayan Sayed and Rayan Sayed, you both are double action, something like double action, senior and junior. You both have done commendable job. I appreciate you both. Really, Jayan, you have almost beaten your brother in a presentation. Such an engaged, you are trying to compete with your brother, and you did fantastic job. The way you have communicated, the language you have used, the presentation, the style. I appreciate you, Jayan. Thank you so much for joining. And Prince Pagidipalli, of course, if there is any support in my family for this World Peace Summit, that is Prince. Because he is the person who arranges everything that I require for next day program. He works with the live, he works with the Zoom, he works with the sending messages, he works with the communicating with the speakers. Almost I get 60-70% of speakers from Prince friend list. He just messages them and he will get answers and dad, he's ready, he'll join. So I'll do, I'll collaborate and I'll follow up all these. But anyway, 50-60% of my work is done with the help of my son. So I feel it's a privilege to have Prince in this World Peace Summit as a convener. He's doing his job rightly. And thank you so much, Prince. He's today somewhere else. So there is some technical problem. That's why I asked him to speak 1 or 2 minutes. That's he did. Thank you, Prince, for joining. And Mannat Parkal, Mannat actually is supposed to be the first speaker. She joined, but due to some technical issues, she was unable to join again. But anyway, Mannat has joined us so many times. Thank you, Mannat. Thank you so much. Syed Khan also joined, but due to some technical problems, he left. Anyway, thank you so much. And Jason, Jason prepared a song for a long time because I told him that this song has so much about nature because the hero was inspired by that song. Because I like Junior NTR very much, so I try to inject the same to my children. So he keep on learning that song to present something about that land. And so anyway, he got succeeded in his own domain because for his age, for the appreciation he received from Anita Raj ma'am and Tarun Tiwari and Colonel Carly madam. So he was having some goosebumps and he was dancing and he's asking me for party. Of course, tomorrow anyway we celebrate that. So anyway, as it's a bonus to me because he sang a song and I felt very happy personally. So because when we see children, they are contributing their part. That gives us a happy moment. So I got this today, and I thank other speakers from South Africa. Ajramia, thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. First of all, I have to thank her mother, Ajramia mother from South Africa, because her mother is doing relentless work for society and for nations. And daughter also, she did her best in giving presentation with a quite smooth manner. She presented it splendidly. Thank you, Ajra. Thank you so much for joining from South Africa, Ajramia ji. Then Rishit Gupta, you are fantastic. You are the best communicator. The way you are communicating, Rishit Gupta, that's a really splendid. You have a bright future, Rishit Gupta. You can achieve so many milestones in your life. Thank you for joining such a short notice of time. You have given a best presentation. Thank you. And Subhash Prakash, you are very professional speaker. You have a bright future. Really, you are so great, Subhash Prakash. You and your sister, Risha Prakash, you both are really having that background that reflects Sustainable Development Goal 15 and speaking like a professional. That's not an easy job, but within a span of one day, you both, brother and sister, done a commendable job. I appreciate you both, and it's really great. Thank you for adding value to this program. And there is a small creed from Nigeria, Joanna. I have to appreciate her father first. Her father has a great interest and curiosity about her daughter. Really, whenever I see a father zeal about her daughter, really, it gives me goosebumps. I feel very happy about that because it's really everywhere it reflects. I don't know why. Instead of mothers, fathers take so much of initiative about their daughters. Really, I feel very happy whenever I see that movement because he's messaging me, he's messaging in group and messaging in Zoom platform because he wants her daughter to be seen. Really, I feel very happy, dear brother. The way you are passionate about your daughter's future, really appreciate. And I appreciate Joanna. Really, you said good afternoon. I always remember because one day you go big, bigger. You become better, and I'll come to you and I'll say on the day you said good afternoon to me because that is the memory you have given to us. Thank you so much because the lovely expressions you have in your face, they are almost indicative to your they are almost indicating your brightest future. Thank you so much for joining. And Missy Angel, it's one of my brother's daughter, and she also very much. When I said this is there for youngsters, so she herself showed interest and joined and had given a presentation. So it's about not our children, not to when children comes forward and speak, really, because every day it's almost 15 days. Every day has its unique specialty, and it's personally I felt very much because I almost engrossed into the program, and I'm enjoying the every second of this program because it has given me other kind of happiness. So when I see the experts, that the happiness is different. And when we see the kids and when they are speaking, when they are teaching us something about their future, really that's so great. So finally, I want to say having a home is very important. We all need to have the so without land, without our planet Earth, without our Mother Earth, without our protecting it, so we can't do it. We cannot survive. So we should concentrate on protecting our land, protecting our ecosystem, protecting our mother nature. So that's the basic thing that we are supposed to do, because it is the gift that we can give it to the future. Because if you see the Hollywood movies, all Hollywood movies are depends on the stories that they destroyed the planet Earth and they are living in some other planet. So this is what the story is, which means we are already started cutting all the trees. We cannot see trees anywhere, especially in cities. If you see everywhere cement, there is no land. We cannot see that surface of the land anywhere, because we only see the what we call cement. Wherever we go, we see only the cement or cement roads. So that's what. So very saddest thing it is. So we have to protect our land. Otherwise, we are doomed to destruction. So everyone should focus on the sustainable development, because this is the gift that we are giving to the upcoming generations. So I personally very much happy about the sustainable development goal and all other speakers. I think it is the biggest vote of thanks I ever given in this. There are no speakers in the list. Actually, I don't speak about them, but today I felt I have to. So then thank you, Joseph Legend brother, for joining. Then Noor Ahmad brother, thank you, brother. Thank you. You said yesterday that you would join, and I read your comment on Facebook. I would enjoy this session, and you did the same. Thank you, brother. Thank you so much. Anjur Vishwanath brother, thank you so much. Ashok Gupta sir, thank you for the journey. Geeta Suryavamshiman, Suman brother, Punam
Thank you, sir.
Kanukar sir, Vincent Tek sir, Vishwanath Panikrai sir, thank you, thank you, thank you. At the end, my thanks to the superhero behind this entire session and setup, Professor Dr. Vijay Carlin ma'am. Invisibly and visibly, she is leading this program. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for your kind support. With your concluding remarks, we are going to conclude this program. Over to Dr. Carlin.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for inviting me. I don't know how to express such a cute little kids, future generation, our inspiration. So cute. I don't know the way they're presenting, so young, so little angels, how they're presenting. So beautifully, they're able to present even PowerPoint presentations excellently. The way they presented, so many takeovers are there from them. Beautiful, really beautiful. Today, they touched my heart, and I switched off my video and I'm concentrating on them totally. Amazing, amazing. Every point is very important, and they said beautifully. And I felt like that I would have invited all my students. They would have learned from them. So really great. Hats off to all my dear, cute little darlings. Thank you. Thank you for being with us and making our environment and the platform more jubilant, more powerful. And it was a great vibrant. Thank you. Thank you once again. I would like to, as little kids are there, I would like to say 2 points about the life on land, our today's topic. That microorganisms, I would like to say 2 points only about microorganisms. That, as I said yesterday, ecosystem, the nature speaks about balance. Ecosystem mainly speaks about balance, food chain, food web and all. Microorganisms, among the microorganism, virus, bacteria, fungi, there are, we call them as scavengers. The bacteria and fungi which disintegrate or deteriorates the dead particles, dead bodies and all, decays it. So imagine we living human beings, so-called intelligent, intellectual, wisdom people, this and that. We have so many adjectives to describe us. Then we think that we have to live happily on this earth. Only we need to live. That kind of attitude we have developed. That's why we are destroying entire environment knowingly. I don't want to say unknowingly. Knowingly only we are destroying. So if we are, as we are destroying the nature, among the nature that we find even living organisms, especially the microorganisms. Imagine we have destroyed even the microorganisms, so-called as scavengers, bacteria and fungi. What will happen to this earth? What will happen to so-called intellectuals? Little dear ones, can anyone answer? What will happen if they are not there on this earth? We have destroyed them. Can anyone answer? what will happen? You can see dead bodies, plants, animals, human beings, everything will be piled up on the earth. Then how do you stay among the deteriorated materials? It's getting rotten. You find foul smell. You can't live. So-called intellectuals, where do you reside if you destroy the microorganisms? This I would like to say. So we need to protect. Even microorganism is very, very important for our survival. This is very important. So small kids, you have given us very excellent information. This I want to add the importance of the microorganisms. Second thing, population is getting exploded and we are moving from the zone of residing to the forest. And we know as Earth 33% cover, forest cover, it is getting destroyed and we are moving to deforestation. Already we moved to that. And we are occupying the forest, clearing the forest, and we are constructing industries, factories, houses, etc., real estate business developed. They don't mind cutting the greenery, clearing the greenery. So we said that doctors always say, I don't know what type of disease it is. We are unable to find out. We have to find out whether it is a bacteria, virus, some are unknown, they say. So many reasons are there. The virulent microorganisms, they are attacking human beings and we are falling prey to many diseases, vulnerable diseases, which are not known, even not identified by the doctors. They died with unknown reason because of the virulent microorganisms. Are they coming and attacking us, infecting us with different types of diseases? No, we are moving to their resident place, the residential area. We're occupying the residential area. So they follow the rules and regulations. They follow excellently. What is their nature? Attack, infect. That is their character. They're not living their characteristics. But we human beings, we try our best level to leave our characteristics, adopt something to call ourselves as intelligent, intellectual, wisdom, knowledgeable, this and that, X, Y, Z. So these virulent microorganisms, they are having their own characteristics. Their nature is infection. They're infecting. And we are falling prey to different types of diseases and we are losing our lives. And especially our family, precious lives. So this, we need to understand the future generation. Many young birds are here. Try to understand. At least you try to protect our nature. All of you, whatever the points you said, those are all very important. But let us together implement so that we can take care of our future generation, our young birds, our children. They will be more vulnerable in future if this continues. So let us not clear the forest. Forest help us to lead our life very peacefully. Good rainfall, temperature will be low. There will not be floods. Many protected points we can know that human beings will be protected only with the support of nature. When we destroy nature, our living or our existence will be very difficult. This I would like to say. So let us even take care of microorganisms and understand the importance of microorganisms and balance. That is very, very important. Thank you for giving this opportunity. I would like to convey my heartfelt thanks to Rachana ma'am and Sheetal ma'am, then Vishwanath Panigrahi sir and Vincent sir. Thank you very much, sir, for being the chief guest speakers and given us good inputs and insights. And I would like to thank my lovely kids. As Rajarao said, we had to appreciate each and every one because everyone done very great job, a commendable job, greater than all the eminent speakers, I say. I'm sorry to say that because so lovely kids, they're not having any phobia, stage fear. When we invite some elders, they say we have fear. We cannot express, we cannot say. So many tensions are there, but that's excellently, amazingly they said, each and every one. I really was surprised looking at them, how best they are presenting, what a good speakers we have, what knowledgeable children they are. So we are very happy that we are leaving the entire globe into their hands and we can be very comfortable and lead our life peacefully in their hands, because globe is going to be transformed to be a better place for the younger generation, because they are going to take care of the nature very soon. So I would like to thank Ryan Syed. I'm sorry if the pronunciation is wrong. Really, you're a good speaker, and I took you as an international speaker. You're a youth influencer. Really, you can influence not only youth, every age group. And Dinul Asmin, thank you very much. Excellently, you have presented. And I would like to thank really Ellen from Georgia. I was looking at her, so lovely, so cute, beautiful, and so young, but she's presenting with the support of PPT. Oh, amazing it is. Excellent. Thank you very much for being with us. And Shania, always a good storyteller. Excellently, she has good body language. She expresses amazingly. And even Zion Syed, just now I came to know through Rajarao sir, brother of Ryan Syed. Thank you very much. Being brothers, both are equally intelligent and good speakers. Thank you very much. And especially I would like to thank from the bottom of my heart, Prince Pagadipalli. As Rajarao sir said, he always supports every program. Not only this World Peace Summit, earlier also we conducted so many programs, and his friends will be attending as speakers. Globally, he has n number of friends, and they are very good speakers and intellectuals, and he invite them. So thank you very much, Prince, for supporting us every time, whenever, whatever program we take up. And also I would like to thank Mannat. Yesterday also she presented, right? So excellent speaker, really highly appreciable. And Jason, very lovely song he sang, that I felt, yeah, all the young generation are there. They're like soldiers. So he is a leader leading them. Come on, let's move on and march ahead and support the nature. That kind of feeling I got it. Okay, the young soldiers are moving ahead and they're marching forward to support the nature. Jason, thank you very much. What a lovely song you sang without forgetting a single verse, right? Beautifully you have presented. Thank you for being with us. And also Said Khan, thank you very much for being with us. And everyone, whoever, if at all I forget, please forgive me. Everyone presented well. Lovely kids. Yes, Gupta. Everyone. So I'm not reading out all the names. So all the angel and every lovely kids. So they all presented well. And at last, I would like to ask the forgiveness of my son, Lawrence Uhuru. So he take part in Life Foundation. He supports me when I do whatever the activity. He get all the things, books, stationery and all. Mommy, what do you want? Like that. He supports me a lot. But tomorrow he has physics. He said, for 5 minutes you spend some time, Nana. Then he said, I'm so scared of physics. Please let me go through. So though he, when I asked yesterday, he said yes. But today he was so scared of the subject. And I felt, why should I force him, let him? So some other time he will join us. So thank you for accepting him as a participant here, though he is not present. Please forgive him. And also I would like to thank my lovely moderators, our host, a lovely host, Tarun and Arita Raj, both brother and sisters, good pair, and you are taking the summit to the next level, as Rajaro said, next level, and to the top of the mountain. So peak you are taking up with your presentation, with your spontaneity, and you're adding some points to every speaker. So that inspirational statements, really, thank you very much. And whenever we feel that we don't have moderators to take up, immediately you both of you come and support us. So amazing. And also I would like to thank Noor Ahmad, our brother. So thank you for being with us and supporting us. Then Amjuri sir, always we see you. Thank you for supporting us, being with us. And Vincent sir, you will be always with us. So 2 more days, be with us, inspire us, motivate us, and see that our summit will reach to the pinnacle of success with your August presence. Thank you very much. Thank you, sir. And also I would like to thank Shrikant Kaluka, sir. Thank you very much, sir, for being with us. And everyone, whoever I forget, please forgive me. I would like to thank each and every eminent speaker, participant, and viewers who gathered here and supporting us. Thank you very much. At last, I would like to convey my heartfelt thanks to my brother, Dr. Rajarao Pagadipalli. The summit is going on smoothly because of his efforts and tireless work he has taken up. Morning to night, midnight, you will be busy on the summit only. So thank you very much, sir, making the summit more successful with your active, efforts. And you're doing a great, commendable job. Thank you very much.